Caregivers, they have to be good at communicating with everyone, from our kids to our aging parents. But what about the kiddos? Can we help them make better connections with older adults? Let's check in with one of our favorite experts, Dr. Macie Smith. Hello, Dr. Macie. How are you?
Hi, Claudia. Great to be here.
Yeah, so why do you think it's so important for kids especially to learn the best ways to communicate with the older adults?
So I've been working with aging family systems for over 24 years, and I think children, that generation, we forget about them. We forget about including them into the day-to-day of our older adults because it's intergenerational. So children give as much to our older population as our older population gives to kids. And so it's a learning opportunity for both generations, and then us in between, Claudia.
That's right. Well, what is the best way to prepare kiddos if you know that grandma or grandpa are experiencing cognitive issues?
So one of the biggest things I often tell families is use proper terminology. You don't want to perpetuate the negativity as it relates to getting older and or as it relates to cognitive impairment. You want to stay away from terms such as grandma's brain is broken, or they're not going to remember you, or they're unaware, or they're senile. Don't do that. Stay away from those words. Use facts. So you want to present information to children fact-based. What's actually happening? Of course, you're going to communicate differently from a toddler than you do from a teenager. So you want to use the terminology and the language that they can actually identify with. If you're talking to a toddler, you may say, you know how you cry when you have a tummy ache, or you get upset when you don't get enough sleep. That's what grandma or grandpa is feeling. And so you want to show as much compassion for them as I show for you as your mom when I'm taking care of you.
Okay, see, that's a good way of looking at it. Now, what are good things we can all do to make things easier for all the generations in a room, even us, the middle kids, the little kids, and the grandparents?
Always include all generations around activities. And so there are activities that each generation can take something away from. So if you're playing Monopoly or you're playing Uno, everybody can partake in those games. And so I often like to say, consider your audience. And so when you consider your audience, bring about engagement opportunities that are fulfilling for all those involved. And I love, Claudia, storytelling opportunities. And
Okay.
any opportunity for older adults to share what they've been through, where they're going, wisdom that they can share to help our lives, to be a lot easier. I'll tell you, when my grandparents were born, there were no paved roads. And so they can talk about, how they've evolved from the dirt roads to the paved roads. And it oftentimes gives us, in any generation, value. It gives us an opportunity to see how far we've come, and it gives you an opportunity to appreciate the older adult population and their wisdom, which is unmatched, by the way.
They definitely bring that wonderful wisdom. And so do you. Thank you so much, Dr. Macie, for being with us today. Good to see you. Okay, everyone, if you would like to learn more and, of course, get expert advice, viewers at home can also access area agencies on aging. For more information and helpful resources, go to drcog.org and search area agencies on aging.